It's giving there is no war in Bossing Say. In Reddit we trust. I grew up on Sailor Moon and Pokemon. Like, be so for real. I need more of this. Do we have voice actors listed here? No, because Zenless never lists the voice actors. You ever just hit record and forget to put Discord on Do Not Disturb? Granted, streamer mode is on, so like, we're not gonna get any notifications. You never wanna risk it. Anyways, hello friends and gamers. I just took off all my nail polish because I had 3 nails just peel off, and all my nail polish peeled off in like one piece. Like each nail peeled off in like one piece. Do you know how satisfying that is? So I have to redo my nails. Usually I'd put on a 2-hour-long YouTube video essay and like go with that. We have reaction recaps to do. And some of these reaction recaps need to be done before I can like get in the game. So this was originally gonna be for Nexus Anima. Nexus Anima is technically on my list of recaps before Zenless, but Orphe and Magus drops like today. I think it's today. I totally missed Seed's banner. I'm okay with that because I didn't plan on pulling for Seed anyways. But I don't want to skip her marketing stuff because I've heard really good things about it. So we're gonna do all these videos. As you can see, the last video I watched was Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night, which was fairly recently, but not like super recent. I don't think it was this week. I think it was last week. But wait, I stopped there. So, or did I think I just watched 2.2. Yeah, that's when I was trying to do separate reactions, like single video things. Didn't work. But also, whenever we do the teasers, I do stop, yap about it a lot. And I think we did a scroll in that video as well, so that makes sense. So we are going to watch 4, 5, 6 videos because we're not going to watch the Gamescom highlights just because Gamescom, enough has been done for games. I still have the Gamescom demo dives on my schedule to record. Haven't gotten that far. I don't know if we're going to get that far at this point. We'll see. But we're going to watch the 3 videos for Seed. Actually, no, I lied. We're not watching this cutscene because I don't watch the cutscenes in these videos because we're going to get to the cutscenes in the game anyway. Anyways, we're watching the animated short film for Seed, Love, Death, and Constructs. Then we're going to be watching the character demo for Seed, White Scooter Demon, which I feel like that alone might make me love Seed and wish I had pulled, but it's fine. We'll get her on a rerun. Then we have her teaser, No Strange Happenings in Lumina Square, which I think I also am probably going to love. It's giving there is no war in Bossing Say, you know? If they went with that meme as like the basis for it, I will love it. We have the EP for Orphe and Magus, which I don't always watch the EPs, but this one particularly looks like really good. And I'm curious what they do for Orphe and Magus' EP because TLDR, Orphe is short for Orpheus. Or like it's a reference to Orpheus, which is a figure in Greek mythology who is heavily tied to music. So I'm curious what they're doing with that because the EPs are always like a music video type situation. So I'm curious, like likely story that the Orpheus coded character would have an EP instead of like a teaser or something. You know, like it makes sense. It makes sense that Seed got the Love, Death, and Robots short film because that is a reference to Love, Death, and Robots. And then Orphe got the EP. It makes sense. Totally makes sense. So we're going to watch that. And then we're also going to watch the character demo for Orphe and Magus, Overheated Barrel. There is a very, very good chance that another video is posted after I record this. And that will probably just go in the half patch review video that will be after this one because the reactions have to happen first. So that's what we're doing. There's a lot of references in this patch, which is really interesting because even the name of the patch itself, as well as the name of the story update, Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night. I talked about this in the 2.2 teaser reaction. That is a reference to a poem. I believe it's Dylan Thomas. Is it a Dylan Thomas? I looked it up last time. I do like the poem, but it's like a very generic sounding name, like 2 first names. So I think it's Dylan Thomas, but nothing against Dylans or Thomases, but like it's a very generic name. So the whole patch itself kind of stands as a reference. So it looks like there's a lot of referencing happening in here. And I do think Zenless is really good at doing little like references and homages to things. I think they're really good at that. So excited to see what we're getting in the marketing material because I have not dug into it yet. Once again, we blame Gamescom. Which is why we're not watching the Gamescom highlights video, but we'll probably see it on social media. I think we did a Twitter scroll in the 2.2 teaser video, which is gonna get weird because I don't know what we've looked at and what we haven't. So we might just look at stuff from like the last week. I don't know. I want to include a Twitter scroll for the sole purpose that I want to rant about the Razor collab again. That's it. It's on my brain and I want to rant about it. So let's get into it. Okay, first we have the animated short film for Seed, Love, Death, and Constructs. Like I said, this is a reference to... Should I be pulling up the references? Let's do it. As I said, this is a very vague reference to Love, Death, and Robots. This is a series on Netflix. I, personally, have not watched all of it. I've started it. But it is, from everything I've heard, it's really, really good. And, you know, this might actually get me to finish it. But yeah, coming straight from Reddit up here, it's an animated anthology series about technology and science fiction, sort of like an animated Black Mirror. In Reddit, we trust. So I'm not surprised that that's the reference they're going with for Seed, you know? Like, it makes sense. I will try to pull up like what is being referenced, like just a quick Google search version of like what's being referenced, just like in case you have been living under a rock. You know, I say that the Love, Death, and Robots reference, I feel like that one is like pretty pop culture relevant. The Greek mythology references once we get to Orphe are probably going to be a little bit more niche. So this one you kind of had to be living under a rock. But honestly, at the same time, not everyone watches the same stuff. So I'm just super cued in on like animation and stuff. I really like animation. So obviously I'm VTuber. I could do that. I could record my face, but I like animation. What can I say? So let's get into this. I spent 7 minutes yapping. Seed's animated short film. I've spent more time yapping in this video than the amount of time it's going to take us. Actually, it's probably gonna take us quite a bit of time to watch the animated short film because I'm probably gonna geek out over it. Like I said, I like animation, okay? I always have. I've been an anime watcher my entire life. I grew up on Sailor Moon and Pokemon. Like, be so for real. Destruction. I love Honkai Star Rail. I'm kidding.
Death.
Damn, though. Something about Zenless. They do an animated short film so well, and this one in particular, because it is inspired by something else. This feels like the average sci-fi anime I would personally watch on my own time. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I had always
Like, there's been a couple of like Zenless videos, not just HoYoverse content in general, that I'm like, I need more of this so bad. And already I'm 30 seconds in and I'm like, yeah, this hits. This hits.
In the wake of this devastation.
I think it was Firefly's animated short in Star Rail that actually I also had this reaction to where I was like, immediately I need more.
I saw her.
This baby Seed.
A flower.
They cut her hair. I didn't know she used to have long hair. I mean, obviously anyone can have long hair. You just don't cut it. But I guess I always thought she would have had short hair. I don't know. The baby.
Warning. Extremely high risk target initiating.
That's okay. This might just be a case of them reusing voices, but that's Fairy's voice, right? Like, that's Fairy. Do we have voice actors listed here? No, because Zenless never lists the voice actors. God. HoYoverse, I'm begging. This is going to be a big sentiment today. Also, I feel like, oh no, we're recording audio. Okay. Yeah, we have audio recording.
A month with barely any signs of corruption. It's practically a miracle.
Okay, so we're at the HoYoZero area of the game.
Is there something wrong, Doctor?
Look at her.
There are serious flaws in how she perceives and comprehends
Well,
life.
yeah, if your entire, like, the entire world around you has been broken down and basically, like, you're in, like, this post-apocalyptic scenario. Yeah, the entire, what exactly did they say? There are serious flaws in how she perceives and comprehends life. Yeah, that makes sense. She's traumatized. She's traumatized at, like, age 8. Let's be so for real.
Flaws in how she perceives and comprehends
That makes
life.
sense.
I'm not sure what she's been through. But
She's been through a lot. She has no heart. I doubt that, because you need a heart to live, right?
From now on,
Oh.
this will be your home.
I mean, it's like tiny, but look, she has a. That's the thing. Her old home was destroyed, and now she has plants.
No. Stop.
You know, I'd seen a couple of jokes referencing that she likes to eat flowers, and I thought it was like I didn't know what it was from, but now I know.
Why are you
Oh.
eating the flowers?
Because that's all she had.
It looks so fragile. I can't eat it.
Oh, the baby.
You want to take in this orphan. But what can you
I shouldn't be laughing. She's so cute. Look at her. She's coloring. Seed? Oh no. You see, one of my absolute, also I thought Seed, I hit my mic. I thought Seed had short hair, but I think she just had a braid and I was conflating the two. One of my favorite tropes, especially in like post-apocalyptic dystopian media, is disgruntled father figure and the random orphaned child they have now adopted. One of my favorite tropes. So like, I kind of been wishing I pulled for Seed. My entire viewpoint has been changed. First rerun, guys, first rerun.
Fine.
the baby.
You've grown
Oh,
up
this
to
with the... He's tracking how she's grown.
Try touching it.
It's a cat. Inky. Is that Inky or just like a random black cat?
How to have a heart. I
Aww.
will plant a seed in her heart.
It's because like you need a heart to live, and she's not like
I will care
a robot like Seed. I'm curious what's up with Seed though. What Seed's deal is? Seed Senior, obviously, because we have Baby Seed and Seed Senior.
How about we make a promise?
Oh, look at me! I'm gonna cry. I didn't realize there was like a big bed, and then right next to it is the little tiny baby bed for Baby Seed. It's so cute. Oh my god, I need more of this immediately. I've heard, I heard a lot of people were like bawling their eyes out at Seed's character story. So this like I'm not surprised in the slightest anymore. This is like,
You know, I've been falling asleep lately.
oh.
You must learn to take care of yourself at such times.
So
Since you like
Seed Senior is the robot, right? So they know they're going, which how does robot life work? I don't know. But because of that, he's like, all right, bestie, I'm going to teach you how the robot works so you can keep going when I die. That's insane. What?
Pit, why don't you pilot me and help others when that happens?
You mean
Look, Orphe and Trigger.
More or less.
I'll be Seed.
I know
I'm curious what her name was before. Did she even have... Look how happy she looks. I'm gonna cry. Oh no, this is it, isn't it? This is the end times. So they're fighting ethereals, yeah. I was gonna paint my nails while we did this. Absolutely not. Oh, cutie. Who's crying? Oh, it's an NPC. Oh no, wait. It's a kid who lost their mom. Oh, and Baby Seed holds on to Big Seed's hand. Oh, she does have a heart.
Self-defense system behind our backs. It's only a matter of time before the logic core completely fails. Don't you
Self-deception.
understand?
What?
Seed, did that even cross your mind?
What?
I have no regrets. I've always prioritized following orders.
I'm in
But
shock.
just this once, I wanted to prove.
I don't.
Prove that I do have a heart.
That's why he cared so much when she was like, you need to realize she doesn't have a heart. Seed was like, bet. Because the same thing was said about Seed. And when I'm saying Seed, I do mean Seed Senior. If I mean little baby Seed, I will say little baby Seed. But for now, Seed is Seed Senior. God.
So does she.
Oh my god, that's why he cared so much.
Eradication mode engaged. Locking onto high-risk target.
Oh, and that self-defense mechanism, he turned it off when he came across little baby Seed so that it wouldn't kill her. And it just hasn't been on the whole time, and that's probably what's deteriorating Big Seed. The metaphor, too, with, like, pushing through, like, the Matrix almost. And no, we're not talking about the Matrix today. I know people get weird about that. It's a great movie, and I support the directors, whatever they do, okay? Okay, so Seed was a person at one point in time, obviously. Or that this is supposed to represent, like, there was a person in there. Like, there is a human being in the mind of Seed Senior.
Seed? Seed? Are you feeling sleepy again?
Oh my god, I got so scared for a second.
Keep conking out at weird moments these days.
If only she knew.
It looks so fragile.
She's growing a flower.
I don't get it. Will I finally understand once I grow taller?
Does she even grow that much taller?
But I don't want to grow any taller. It'll get really cramped inside the cockpit.
Oh.
Seed?
Seed's
Are
dead.
you asleep?
Oh no. Oh no. And she just...
Good night, Seed.
I have no regrets.
Oh, okay.
It's just a pity that
He's gonna be dead soon, but...
to see her blossom. I planted some seeds in the ruins where I first met her. I
Oh,
wonder if they've
I
grown
hope
into
they
beautiful
have.
flowers now. Good night, Flora.
Flora, was that her original name? I would assume, right? Flora's either Seed's original name or it's the name of like some like ex-dead lover that Seed Senior had if they were ever a human. I don't know enough about the lore. I'm theory crafting fully because I'm obsessed. This is so good. I need more immediately. And not by more, I mean I need more of this specifically. Not because I could just watch Love, Death, and Robots if I wanted to, like right now, right? This is different. I'm obsessed. I got a little teary-eyed at the end. God. So I'm gonna assume her original name is Flora, which also probably played into why Seed felt so strongly about protecting her and like being the disgruntled father figure, because Seed, Flora, flowers, their names kind of match a little bit. Like I'm assuming that's what's happening here. It is cute. It's really cute. Whew. We're already broken. Okay, next video. Okay, so next we have the character demo, White Scooter Demon. This is gonna take a turn for sure. So rumor has it that Demon is as wide as 6th Street and even taller than the Shiyu pillars. Everywhere it goes, bodies pile high and fissures crack wide open. And on top of it stands a terrifying white specter. If it catches you, then it starts singing. So it's this is gonna be a total switch up bet. I kind of wish I had pulled for Seed, but it's fine. Like I said, we'll just wait for a rerun. Because here's the other bit, right? You don't need every character in your gacha games. You don't need every single one. You can enjoy the story too, so.
All today. Can't believe we snatched ourselves some military-grade weapons so easily. Tell me about it.
So this one actually is louder or quieter than the other one.
Whispers of a scooter demon roaming these parts.
The Scooter Demon.
What the? Scooter?
I said scooter demon.
Scooter Demon.
Rumor has it that demon is as wide as 6th Street and even taller.
Okay, so this is what was in the description.
Everywhere
And like you can see Seed Senior.
wide open. And on top of it stands a terrifying white specter. If it catches you,
So Seed is just Seed is a ghost story.
so what if I get caught? There's just a damn toy on 2 wheels.
I forgot they do surround sound on these things.
Invisible wall.
I was gonna say. Wait, so does she? She's so cute.
We explore the area ahead of us. eh?
Whose kid is this?
Sounds good.
Treasure in the back of the truck. Still
Okay, so yeah, she does have a braid. I thought she had short hair for some reason.
Just a little kid, that's all. Come on, let's never.
Don't do that. The scooter. She is quite cool, I will say that. They're cute. Like, it's cute that she's having fun with it.
Damn it! Unleash the secret weapon!
The secret weapon. So she can do more than just operate Seed, yeah? Because, like, that's what she's doing here. I don't know if maybe that's when they were talking about how she's different, that was part of it. That is that she also has some sort of aptitude for, like, ether or whatever. Well, obviously, if she's in a hollow, yeah. You know. And then she goes in the mech. Yeah, get in the mech, Seed. Flora, whatever your real name is. The combat must be fun. But also, I've said this before, I'm not a big fan of mech combat just because I feel like it's too slow. And obviously, it's gonna be slow if you're fighting with a big giant robot. Those things don't really go fast. They can do a lot of damage, but they don't go fast. And I like fast combat, so. This is quite cool, though. This is how you do 3D animation. I know that's a big, like, contentious bit. But if there's one thing that HoYoVerse is good at, it's animating their 3D animation. I will say that. Because this is insane.
tried something like that before too, but the counter to it is actually pretty simple.
Like, they did, this is the bit rating, yes, but that's a YouTube problem. YouTube just ate the quality of this video, not in a good way.
Nitro fuel.
That's cute.
I want you. Shut up now, won't you?
Speed up a bit. We still have to report back to camp.
She's making them do the hard work. That's so cursed. Oh my god, I love her. All right, that one wasn't as much of a gut punch, yeah. All right, we have the character teaser, no strange happenings in Luminous Square. So as squad mates, what are we doing that per the description? Eat spicy noodles together, watch a movie, probably Baby Seed, and getting a massage together. So that's what you do as teammates, apparently. All right, let it start. Turn down the sound a little bit. Maybe not all of it. I do like how it still says Obsidian here. It's kind of moving now, but it still says Obsidian because I think the original name for Opal Squad was Obsidian Squad or something like that in like one of the betas. I feel like I've heard Obsidian thrown around as well as Opal. So yeah, Opal Squad rolls off the tongue better. Obsidian is like too long. There they are! Including Magus. I was like, so we have, who do we have? Okay, we have Orphe with Magus. We have Seed. We have Soldier 11 and Trigger. This is so cute, actually. I kind of love them. And Magus is like the responsible adult in the crew. It is kind of hard to hear Magus, that's the only thing. But I do, it's kind of hard to hear Magus because of the filter they put in the voice, because Magus is obviously like a robot voice, but I am not mad about it because I can't be mad about it because I was not mad about it, but I did point out when Inefa was released in Genshin that I wish they had put, no shade to the voice actor by the way, but I just, because Inefa's a robot, I wish they'd put like the littlest bit of a filter on the voice to make it more robot-like, kind of like what they do in Zenless. So I can't be mad about them doing that to Magus because I literally just complained about that in Genshin with Inefa. So like I can't be mad. Anyways. I can't be mad. I just talked about it in Genshin. So puppy! He looks so sad.
Feeling down, doggy.
She gave it to me. Look at your baby. It's spicy, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a movie I'd like to see.
Orphe. It's a scary movie. This is so funny. And it, like, it matches their characters so much. So Orphe's terrified, right? Trigger, being the mom friend of the group, is comforting Orphe. Seed is just like, ooh, fun movie. And Soldier 11 is taking notes. Why does this feel so... Like, they all have such distinct personalities, right? Seed tries to shoot at the screen. Oh, God. They're all, like, prepared to, like, get her to stop. Seed can know what happens.
Welcome in.
Massage time.
Seed? What's wrong?
Let's leave
No
it.
touchy. You know what? I feel Seed. I also don't like being touched if I don't know someone.
Awesome. Let it go with your robot.
Look, she has a little robot toy.
Of course he does.
Is she gonna make Seed dance to like impress the little kid? Because that's like really wholesome. The worm arms. Is Seed dabbing? Oh, they got the cops called on them. Magus is getting Seed out of jail. Oh, that's so cursed. Or wait, this is so goofy. Orphe holding the phone up to Magus. It's really funny. Okay, it's really funny. I'm noticing that because I was gonna say like they all have yellow on their outfits, but Orphe doesn't. No, Orphe has like yellow details underneath. So like I'll count it. Seed's I think Seed has a bit of yellow as well, but it's not like black and yellow. It's white and yellow.
We've already missed the last metro.
And now Seed is the one carrying everyone back.
Ordered us to walk back, but he didn't say.
Wait. First of all, on Seed, we have Seed, baby Seed, Trigger, who looks very happy. And then we have the scooter being pulled by Big Seed with Soldier 11 and Orphe on it.
An outstanding soldier
You know what?
always maintains
You know what I've said for quite some time that I don't feel the same sort of like, because there's a couple of factions in Zenless that obviously I love and feel like I don't know if a connection is the right word, but like I get very excited about them, right? You know, and like, yeah. And I've said that I don't have that same reaction to Opal Squad before. I think this dynamic here is giving, right? It's giving exactly what I needed it to. I'm kind of obsessed with Opal Squad now. I think it's the fact that each character has such a distinct personality, and like we're finally kind of getting to see that and how they interact with each other through the marketing stuff here, and obviously in the story update as well, obviously, but I've gotten that for you. So I really like, I think I think all I need is like a good foundation for like interaction, and like I just need to see how the characters communicate, and that gets me. All right, now I love them, which I liked I liked enough of the characters separately. I liked Trigger separately. Soldier 11 I was fine on. I think she's goofy. Orphe, I like her design. Seed was the only one where I was kind of like, I don't really know much about her, but I like feel like the point of the marketing material, they did a good job marketing her. I will say the demos still really don't show off combat, but they kind of do, but also kind of not. But like they're so bombastic. The thing with character demos in Zenless, and I'm pretty sure I've said this before, they're so bombastic and there's so much going on that they're really not a good demo. But in terms of it being like material to show off the character and like market the character, they do that well. They just don't really show off the combat that well because there's so much going on. So what Genshin did last year, I think it was last year, with the release of Natlin, they changed their lineup because they were doing, I forget if it was a teaser or a trailer, and a demo for each character, like we get usually with Zenless characters. However, as of the release of Natlin, they changed to doing a teaser and a trailer, no more demos, and I feel like Zenless would have benefited from that more so than Genshin, because Genshin has been doing the same thing, or had been doing the same thing for years, and just suddenly changed and switched it up. For some reason, it would have made more sense if that happened with Zenless from the start. I don't know why they didn't do it that way. I don't know, because also the Zenless character demos don't do a good job at showing off what the character does, quite frankly. I think maybe they did a better job at first, but it's not a good demo. Is it a good teaser trailer video for the character? Absolutely, the demos are very cool. But in terms of it like demoing the character combat, no. And that's okay. Let's just stop calling it a demo. Anyways, we have the EP for Orphe and Magus. I will not be including the entire EP. This will actually be cut around. This will be the only video that I've kind of cut around and not included the whole video of in this video, for the sole purpose that it is a music video technically, and I don't want to get hit with the copyright ban hammer, just in case. I know HoYoverse is pretty generous when it comes to copyright ban hammering people, but I have had some issues in the past, and usually it is centered around music. So, music or HoYoverse? I've had most of the issues I've had with HoYoverse and the copyright ban hammer has actually not been HoYoverse, but false copyright. It's not like a copyright claim. I guess it is a claim. It's not a strike though. I'm fine. Don't worry. But false copyright claims from other people, not HoYoverse. I've had false copyright claims from other creators who have claimed HoYoverse content as theirs. It's been a whole bit. I think the last time that happened was last year though. But most of what I have issue with is HoYoverse, which is why I did. If you're curious if we're watching the Genshin HoYo that just happened, we're not, because I swore off reacting to HoYo earlier this year because 3 months went by and I suddenly got copyright ban hammered from a HoYo video for the second time. Like it happened. You're not gonna get me a third time. So, anyways. Oh, that's so cool. Wait a minute. Because they do producer and like they do producer credits on the EPs. That's the one time we get like crediting. For mixing, first of all, the vocals, I feel like I've heard of the vocalist before, but I'm not sure from where. For mixing, they have like the general, like I'm pretty sure this Jolbin is somebody who does does normal Zenless stuff. I'm pretty sure they're like on the like, what did they call it? Sanzi? Yeah. I was like 3Z. My brain mixed it up. Sanzi. But I'm pretty sure they're like a Zenless producer. But for mixing, Ymir is on it, and they did Lighter's song. Lighter's EP over here, this one, Fearless. Yeah. So that's actually kind of cool because Ymir did the actual vocals on Lighter's EP, which was great, by the way. So my consensus on Lighter's EP is that it sounds like the type of music you would hear in marketing for League of Legends. And I mean that like positively. One thing I will always say about Riot Games, my friendship has ended with Riot Games. I'm no longer using their music because I've been getting false copyright claims with videos using their music. So we're no longer friends, Riot. But One thing I always have said about Riot Games stuff, right, is that on God, I will not play a Riot Games game unless it is a Riot Forge game, which I hit my microphone again, unless it is a Riot Forge game, which is the, I guess, subsidiary, now defunct subsidiary of Riot Games that focused on indie games with Riot characters and properties. Like I said, it's now defunct. It's been defunct for a while, but I will play a Riot Forge game. I will not play League of Legends ever again. I'm swearing on that. If you can convince me to play League of Legends, be my guest. But even if I've sworn off League, by God, they do a good anything else. Like KDA, Arcane, like anything that other than League. Great. So when I say it sounds like something you'd hear in marketing for League of Legends, I usually mean that positively. Anyways, that was a really roundabout bit. Let's watch Furion. And honestly, just based on the title alone, I am actually kind of expecting kind of like Fearless. I do think it's kind of funny because going into the Orphe and Magus stuff, I already kind of explained Orphe, short for Orpheus, is a reference, like that is Orpheus, poet, bard guy in Greek mythology. TLDR, we're gonna do some explaining mythology badly here, just real quick. Orpheus was in a relationship with Eurydice, right? Eurydice dies, stuck in the underworld. Orpheus goes down to the underworld, makes a deal with, I think it was Hades, makes a deal with Hades. If they can walk out of the underworld together without looking back, like if Orpheus is in front of Eurydice, if he can walk out of hell with Eurydice behind him without looking back at her once, they both can go free and live to the end of their days together in like the mortal world. Orpheus just loves Eurydice so much that Orpheus looks behind him and then they're separated again. So it's very tragic. I'm doing a bad job of telling it, but this is just like, I just need to tell it quickly. So you now are cued in. If you've ever played Hades game, you know. Or if you've just been a fan of mythology ever, but very tragic. And I don't know how they're making that like tie in here, or if they just picked, because that's the thing with Zenless, all of Obel Squad, like Obel in and of itself is another Greek mythology reference, and Obel is the coin that you would give to Charon in order to be ferried to the underworld. And I also believe all of the Obel Squad members have separate code names that are also figures from the underworld section of Greek mythology. So there's like a whole bit, and like I don't think it's just they picked a term and ran with it. They didn't pull a Star Rail, because what Star Rail does with the Amphorius characters and a lot of the naming conventions for Amphorius is they've just been picking Greek mythological terms and things like that. Like they, bringing up Hades game, they picked like Zagreus as a name for like the god of trickery or something, and like that's not what Zagreus does. My Day as well is a reference to another, I'm pretty sure, because I didn't even put two and two together. Because in the Assassin's Creed Reverse 1999 collab, they bring up Demos a lot. So my Demos, you know? So it's a whole thing. They just kind of pick things, and it's like doesn't match naming wise, like the meaning doesn't match in Honkai Star Rail. Zenless, on the other hand, the meaning usually does match if they're picking something and referencing something. So they couldn't have just picked Orphe and like running with it. Like there has to be something, right? This matters a lot to me, okay? I really like my Greek mythology, and I also really have been excited for Orphe. So like I said, it will be cutting around this video. I'm just curious what they're doing with it. So hold on, I do have subtitles on. Yeah, this also does sound like a song that would be done for League of Legends. And I do mean that positively. I will probably have this on repeat for the rest of the week. I wish I was kidding. Hopefully it's on Spotify. I need this on Spotify. Like, I like it a lot. I'm gonna know the lyrics by the end of the week. I'm gonna be so, like, I'm so honest. I kind of want to open my Spotify and see, because the vocalist is Elena Cross, and I feel like they've done other things. I will say this is edited like a VTuber music video, though, if you know what I'm talking about. Obviously, if you're here, you probably know what I'm talking about. That's not a dig either. It's edited like a VTuber music video. I shouldn't be laughing. I'm a VTuber. She ate the flower. It is kind of cool that everyone's here. I will say that. It's really cool. It's making me like not section 6. Oh my god, why did I want to call them section 6? It's making me like Obel Squad even more, I think, because it's like a group music video, but not. Who put seed in the brig? I know we were making jokes about it last time, but okay. All right. I'm starting to see the references. They're starting to form in my brain. So what I think this is a reference to Magus. Was Orphe a clone of Magus, or is Magus a clone of Orphe? Because I've seen the whisperings floating around of the lore I am not cued in on. So that would make some sense, I guess, with Orphe and Magus. But there's definitely lore here. Who's that? Is this Magus? It could, no, because Magus is the tail. Who's that? Oh, that's Isolde. Okay, that's Isolde, Zenless Zone Zero. Because there's also, when I found out her name, I was like, oh, reverse 1999. More tragedy. But yeah, she's not playable yet, I don't think. I do want to look this up on Spotify. I'm popping open Spotify really quickly. I'm pausing because I feel like it might open on my main monitor. Nope, it opened on my second monitor. Okay, that's fine. I never know where Spotify is gonna open. I need to know more of the Orphe lore. And I feel like maybe they're being purposefully vague. Because I don't think we're getting a character story. Oh, God. All right, well, that's a little bit on the nose for the Orphe lore. Because I don't think we got a character story for Orpheus in this patch either. I think it was just Seed. Because I remember being upset about that. She's so pretty. She's traumatized, but she's pretty. It says Obsidian as well. I'm curious, was Obsidian the old name? Was it Obsidian Squad? Because I feel like that's in my brain. Also very cool bit, using the neon green ethereals after showing Orphe's neon green eyeballs. They did a really good job keeping the color scheme together here, which I also think is why it feels like a VTuber music video. I do want to look up the other. I will look it up after. Speaking of bright neon ass green, Spotify. I might open it up on my main monitor so we can all see it, but probably not. It says Obsidian. Obsidian Division. That was it. Okay, it's Obel Squad, Obsidian Division, or Obsidian Division, Obel Squad. I don't know what the order is, but that was where Obsidian came in. Okay, I'm not going insane. Awesome. I love not. Remember when the coins? That is actually Charon the ferryman on the coin. Awesome. Awesome. That's such a small thing, but I kind of love it. This does feel like a song for all of them, though. It's really good. Now I just want to open up Spotify really quickly because now I'm curious. You guys can't see it, but I might pop it open in a hot second. I have to make the window big enough, but I can't make it the full screen because otherwise, if I make Spotify a full screen, you won't be able to see the Zenless logo. So, HoYoMix. No, it'd be Sanzi. Kind of annoying that they use a different one, but it's fine. Oh, I don't think it's on here because the most recent release is a fake release that somebody, an AI release somebody put on here. Spotify has a really big problem with that, with fake releases. In case anyone's curious. All right, let's go look at HoYoMix instead. I need to know the specifics of everything, actually. I don't think HoYoMix has it either. Yeah, most recent release was the Shimmering Voyage Volume 5 on HoYoMix. So it's not on Spotify yet, which is the worst possible outcome for me. Am I looking up the artists to see what else they have sung on? Yes, because I feel like I've heard them before. The No Copyright Sounds channel, Yeah, that might have been it. Weird how that comes around. Haven't heard that name in years. What do you know? Yeah, can we put this on? Can we put Fury on Spotify, however, please? Usually they're very quick with putting stuff onto Spotify and just streaming services in general, but not this one. Maybe they're waiting. It's probably gonna go up tonight. I feel like it might go up tonight. That would make a lot of sense. Because 11 o'clock, it's 10 right now. It might go up tonight. I hope it does. I need to listen to it. Anyways, we have one more thing to watch. And then we're going to do our scroll. Okay. Orphe and Magus character demo, Overheated Barrel. This is kind of cute. The description is cute, but I feel it's going to be referenced. The pink holster will most likely be referenced in the character demo, so we'll just watch there. I'll probably just make it louder. Everything's on fire. Great. A lot of fire in the stuff, especially for Orpheus, which it doesn't... Orphe, which, again, doesn't surprise me. It's kind of more of a visual nod, I feel like, to the OG lore. 6:59, that says? 7. Yeah, okay, it's 7. I'm guessing AM. So Magus is the captain? Poor Orphe. She just wants a snack. No, let Orphe have a snack. See here, I was thinking Orphe was gonna be this hardened fighter, but she's kind of just a goofy little girl failure, and I think I love that more. As a fellow girl failure, I think I love that more.
Do I get to fight for real?
She's so wholesome here.
Captain, Orphe, there's trouble in the Lemnian Hollow. Better send...
Yeah, so Magus was the original captain. Because even what was coming through in the walkie said captain instead of Magus. Again, I want to know more about the Orphe lore. Like, how did she get the captain tail? You know? So it's just Orphe fighting alone.
I spotted a high-risk target. Captain, what's your... Captain?
Oh. This is losing it. I think Magus has some unresolved trauma, probably from being made into a fire-breathing tail. So I feel like we might all need therapy, you know. Magus has to also be a Greek mythology reference. Do I gotta look this up real quick? Yeah, what a shot. Pause on. Hold on. Okay, so it's like a noun. Yeah, maybe it's not a Greek mythology. It's like a biblical reference, I think. That would make more sense, I think. But also, does it make sense? Not really. What's the lore, HoYoverse? I need to make this about Greek mythology. The reverse 1999 Assassin's Creed collab spoiled me with my references. Oh, is she hugging the tail? Yeah, she's hugging Magus.
Sorry, Orphe. As commander, I should keep my cool.
It's the unresolved trauma.
Okay, Captain. I know you meant to say tactical strategy suppression.
She's so cute, and the little cheek heart. That's so cute. She's so precious.
I can't do anything.
Well, yeah, because you got turned into a tail. Why did they turn Magus into a tail and not like anything else, you know? Like, we have Seed Senior as a robot. Like, if you're gonna put the consciousness of Magus into a robot, how did we end up with the tail? I'm just saying. I feel like there's a lot of unresolved Orphe Magus lore that we just don't have, and we may never get. And I'm curious. I want to know it. I'm nosy. Okay, so that was all the video content. Time for a Twitter scroll. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we'll do it. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where we last stopped for a little Twitter scroll. Feel like it would have been around the release of, like, I remember looking at the little things, and I remember talking about the Razor collab in some degree. We didn't, okay, I'm starting, I think it was around here. This is the cutscene. I could go back. I remember talking about the wallpapers, I feel like I could go back and see when we recorded the last one. It was probably when Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night, like when the patch started, and then I just didn't finish getting caught up, you know? Probably, okay, so this was right around it. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna start here. Wish Bottle Adrift. This ends on the 29th of this month, so we gotta get in the patch. Do I have that on my schedule? Hold on, let me check. I do not. I have Spotlight Showdown on my schedule for some reason. I'm bookmarking this so I can put it on my schedule because I might do a schedule update. If you want to know what I use bookmarks for, it's that. Things don't stay in my bookmarks for long because I just bookmark things to put them on my schedule and remove them after. I've said this before in relation to indie games, but if you have an indie game released and you see a singular bookmark on your promo tweet, it could be me. I'm just saying. We got fan art. We got Spotlight Showdown, which I did put on my schedule for some reason, but not the other one. Zenless was at, or they haven't been at, Fest M, which is an event in Toronto, Canada. Have fun, my Canadian friend. Hollow Vanguards, this is new. This is the confidential testing group for Zenless Zone Zero. So basically what this means is that if you sign up and are accepted, you are going to be testing Zenless Zone Zero stuff before anyone else in these like confidential beta tests. You got to sign an NDA. Yeah, Hollow Vanguards, if you are curious about that, you can sign up until, oh, nope, you can't sign up anymore. Signups ended yesterday, but that's what Hollow Vanguards is. I believe they will, because Star Rail has a similar group. I forget what it's called, but Star Rail does have a similar confidential testing group, and they do hold signups, I believe. Not regularly, but every now and then. So like if you missed the signups for Hollow Vanguards, they probably will be recruiting at some point. I don't think they'll be recruiting again this year, but maybe be on the lookout for some point in 2026. But that's what that is. You do have to sign an NDA. So if you're not up for that, don't look out for the signups. Anyways, Advanced Bounty Routine Cleanup. This is going to end today when I'm recording this. I couldn't do it anyways though, because you need to begin chapter 2 and I have not started. Main story chapter 2. Wait. Oh no, I could have done this. I think it ended this morning, like 3 in the morning though for me, so can't do that. I'm not putting it on my schedule. I forgot to put it on my schedule. Drip Fest was announced. We have Seed's character demo, which we watched. We have the EP, or no, Seed's character demo, the contest part of it, like the giveaway portion, that ended. Then we have the character EP for Orphe and Magus. Then we have the mechanics intro for Orphe and Magus. So fire attack for Orphe. I think Seed is also fire attack, but she provides an attack boost for the whole squad, and Aftershock ignores a portion of defense. Orphe and Magus possess both offensive and support capabilities. I immediately thought that when the boost for the whole squad, that's the support capability. So Orphe could probably be very much a flex unit, it seems like. And obviously we'll talk more about this in the patch review bit that's gonna happen eventually. In combat, they can trigger Aftershock attacks, dealing fire damage while other on-field agents are attacking. Again, happy to see the commingling of characters, having multiple characters in the field at once and having buffs for that, because then this is more fun when you have those characters on the field all at the same time. Or just being able to like have your characters mesh well and interact with each other, I feel like is very fun, and Zenless does that pretty well, or they're doing it better over time as they add more characters that buff like that, because they found out players like that. Shocker. Additionally, when Orphe and Magus land certain skills on enemies, all squad members gain the zeroed in effect, which increases their attack and allows their aftershock damage to ignore a portion of enemy defense. So again, we'll get more into the combat. Here's what her Mindscape art looks like. They do have some recommended team comps, which I cannot make a single one of these work. So we have Orphe and Magus, obviously. The first recommended team comp being Seed and Trigger. Obel Squad, makes sense. The next one is Sandby and Trigger. Don't have either of them. The final one, which gave me some hope, was Sandby and Astra, because I was like, oh, Astra's here, awesome. Which Astra works as a support unlike anyone, and they released a new not W engine, I think a new drive disc set that is like amazing for Astra, that like with this patch. So here's my bit. Why is Sandby in 2 of the team? Like Trigger makes sense, and I guess Sandby makes sense to a certain degree, but like I don't have these characters, man. I'm gonna be pulling for Orphe and making like a crapshoot of a team out of it, and we're just gonna rock with it. But EOS says there's more team combinations to be explored. I guess we're gonna find out. But we have some gameplay details here. We'll look into this more. I'm kind of just skipping over it now because I don't plan on looking into it today because we don't need to. Yeah, recommended W engine is the Flame Devourer Inquire one, not surprised. I thought that there was a lot of pictures. They just connected all the pictures here. Okay. We have Roaming Seed. This was another giveaway bit that ended. We have the for display only video for Miss Orphe and Miss Magus. She's such a girl failure. I love her. Wait, they're having to censor Magus. That's so funny. Wait, that's the line about the pink gun holster. Wait, so in the last video we watched for Orphe, it mentioned I'll make you wear a pink gun holster tomorrow. This was what the lines were. Usually they mention them in the video, but they didn't. She really wants that pink gun holster. How cute. Oh my god, does she? I think she does get the pink gun holster because I've seen a picture of the pink gun holster at some point. We have the W engine showcase, so real quick, pop in. So her pigtails light up. That's cute. That is actually so cute. Because if you have the correct best in slot W engine for the character, part of their hair usually lights up. So that is the effect for Orphe. It was Yanagi's birthday. Happy birthday, Yanagi. We love Yanagi. Phase 2 starts tomorrow. So I could go in and pull for Seed, but I do want to pull for Orphe, so we don't have a ton of time. Evelyn is also getting the rerun. I've talked about this last time Evelyn was running, but I'm like, as soon as she gets the first rerun, baby, I'm gonna pull. And then they ran her with Orphe, and I'm not doing that. But this second half of the patch will go until October 14th, so we'll get into that in a bit, probably like a day from now. We have the Bupon check-in event. We have Problem Soldier Bootcamp, which is on my schedule. I did put this on my schedule, so I don't know why I was missing the one from earlier. But this ends, or is starting on the 24th, so it should be out by the time this video goes out, quite frankly, because I'm a little bit behind on editing. But it ends on October 9th. What I usually recommend, plan on finishing it the day before it ends, because timing sucks sometimes. It was also Rena's birthday. Happy birthday, Rena. We have the teamwork challenge. What's your favorite drink? This is scrambled egg and barbecue pork tea milk. Orphe, this is worse than pilk. I don't even like soda and I'd rather drink pilk. Like Magus enjoying nitro fuel flavored motor oil makes a lot of sense. Magus used to be a person and is now a robot tail. This makes sense that they want the flavor that they're used to from being a person, but they're a robot, so that it has to be motor oil now. That makes sense. Scrambled egg and barbecue pork tea milk is really something. Get the fire extinguisher. Is there any more like that I need to talk about? This is cute, kind of. Look at them. Okay, they're cute. And we've reached what I wanted to rant about. So Razer, an hour ago, tweeted out that the wait is over. The Razer Zenless Zone Zero collection has arrived with a full loadout. And then they go on to list the chair, the keyboard. I'm like, because they have like their product names up here. And I'm like, Black Widow's, which one's Black Widow? The chair, the keyboard, the mouse, and the mouse pad. Now, they also say every piece is whatever. But if you click available now, it takes you to the webpage we've already looked at. We looked at this in the last scroll. But if you scroll down, nothing has changed. The keyboard's in stock, the mouse is in stock, the mouse pad is in stock. The chair is still out of stock, and yet they're like being like, everything's available. No, it's not. I'm still mad. It's been an hour and I'm still bitter. I've recorded a whole video. I'm still mad about it. Like, you can't just be like, oh, it's all available. But at least say like, well, supplies last or something. Because then it would be like, oh, the supplies didn't last, chair's gone, too late. Because that's what last time, that's what I said. I was like, damn, I missed the who would have thought they would have sold out of a pre-order, you know? Because it was pre-order. That was the one thing. It used to all be pre-order. And if you look at the original post, it does say that there's a sticker on the post that says pre-order, because they announced it first in August. I'm assuming they are shipping things out now, so if you did order something from the collaboration, it probably is being shipped now. It's no longer pre-order. They have them in stock. They're making them, all that jazz. I am mad about it. But one thing I didn't realize, and I do want to talk about the keyboard, one thing I didn't realize before is that this is the full-size keyboard. So it has that like side, I forget what it's called, but it's also not letting me like zoom in. Oh my God, I had to like, I just had like my heart just dropped because I realized down here that it had like shipping things. And I was like, oh my God, I thought it was gonna show the closest Razer store to me, which there's like one in Austin. So like you probably can tell like what the closest one would be to me, but I was like, oh my God. But I also wanted to check and see if they had it in stock at the, like my local Razer store, because if they have it in stock, that probably means there's a display for it, and I kind of want to go look at it, I'm not gonna lie. But here's the bit. This is the full-size keyboard. Sorry. Oh, it just says full size. So it doesn't say the amount of keys. I forget what full-size key is. It is $200 for the collab one, because also you have to get it with green switches. You can't get it with yellow switches, which bumps off some of the price there. I do have a Razer keyboard. I love my Razer keyboard. I will say that. However, I don't have a full-size one. Mine ends here. Like, it ends at the part that has like I have like not a half size, but I do have like the arrow keys obviously in that. I don't think you need a full-size keyboard. Like, does anyone use these keys on the side anymore? I don't think so. And you don't need a keyboard of this size to be playing Zenless Zone Zero. Like, I have one that is smaller. It was probably half of the price here with not custom keycaps, but I did custom order keycaps to put on it. So like I have my own keycaps on the keyboard. And also I didn't notice last time that these like are like this, like the numbers, like it's a solid plastic keycap with clear see-through numbers and like lettering. It honestly, like I feel like this looks kind of tacky, quite frankly. I don't know if I'd recommend, I do love my keyboard, but I don't think, this is another instance of I wish they just sold the key, but I don't even wish they sold the keycaps, because I don't really like these keycaps. I'm gonna be honest. Like if I'm looking at this and then look at my keyboard, I'm like, I like my keyboard better, quite frankly. It is a nice keyboard though. If you're looking for like a big full-size keyboard and like Zenless Zone Zero, I would recommend it. That's the thing. I like all my peripherals are Razer. My headphones, my microphone, my mouse, my keyboard, all of it. My laptop as well is a Razer laptop. I am pretty dedicated, a pretty loyal Razer customer, right? I don't think you need the full keyboard, first of all. But if you're looking for a full-size keyboard, I don't even know if I recommend it because I don't like the keys, the keycaps, like getting a full detail. The mouse, I will say I use a Razer mouse. I like it, except for the fact that I have a wireless one because I don't have like, I just don't have a plug-in. I don't want to have another plugged thing. I feel like, and I just feel like using a wireless mouse is better, and it's also smaller. I have small hands, so I like having a smaller mouse. That's why I use a wireless one as well. I do recommend their mouses though, especially because this one's wired. I don't recommend their wireless mouses because mine gets funky and disconnects quite a bit. But this one's wired, so if you're in the market for a mouse, I would actually recommend the mouse. And $60 for a good mouse actually is pretty good, I would say. Yeah. Okay. I want to see the Razer store locations thing, and I'm like, let me click this and read it over first. Obviously the Austin one's gonna be there, but it's not doxing me. That's just what I want to check. So it is like in stock at the stores, but I don't think that, because that's the thing. Way back in the day when Star Rail launched, they did a Razer store in-store collab event type bit for Star Rail. They didn't have any collaboration products, but they had like, you could go in the store, and if you purchased something, you got like a ticket. I still have the ticket actually. I think you got like a code for Stellar Jade, but I feel like could we get like an in-store, if they did an in-store bit like with a display and everything, like a fancy, and like come to the store and get a little ticket or something for I would have gone. Somehow we always end up talking about this. Oh, and then the mouse pad, I actually don't recommend. Oh, mouse and mouse mat sold as bundles. So you can only, that's a little bit, oh no, you can buy them separate. No, you can't. So you have to buy, if you want the mouse pad, you have to buy it with a mouse, but it's not a full-size mouse pad. It's like a tiny ass little mouse pad. Because I was gonna be like, yeah, I don't recommend the mouse pad, but you have to buy it. I'm a bit upset with this collab and looking at it closer. I will say that. I'm glad we did this today, because I'm just like, whoa, because this is like a tiny little mouse pad. I'm looking in to see if they have the size for the mouse pad. They kind of do, but it's like a listing. They listed this weird. Yeah, personally, don't get the mouse pad bundle. I think the mouse pad is nice. The only way I could recommend getting the mouse pad bundle is, here's your bit, right? You need a mouse to use, a wired mouse to use at home with your PC setup. But also you need a smaller mouse pad to use at work, like keep on your work desk, or to like use, like keep it in your school bag and use it at school, or like studying in the library. Like if you, this is not a gaming mouse pad, which surprises me because Razer makes gaming mouse pads. Look at, if we go to Matt's, they have Genshin ones. They still sell the Genshin ones. Like, look at this, they have gaming mouse pads. Like the big desk mats. And I'm just like, what? Like, look, I'm gonna go to Matt's right here. It's not letting me find the Genshin ones, which sucks a little bit. Yeah, I can't find them, but they exist. I think they're hard to come by nowadays, but like they make full size gaming mouse pads. And I'm confused a little bit. They have smaller ones, but also I couldn't imagine using, because I only use desk mats. I literally brought an old desk mat that I spilled coffee on into work to use, because I'm like, I don't care if it has coffee stains on it, but damn. Yeah, final verdict on the Razer Zenless collab, bring back the chair. I'll change my mind if you bring back the chair. Okay, that was our reaction recap. It was very, very yappy, but I think I needed that today. This is the character demo for Orphe. I think I needed that today, I do. Let's go get our money shot. I do particularly want to go to the Furion EP because there's a shot with everyone that I think is really cool. I don't think this is the shot. There was like a shot with everyone. I gotta find it. I can't find it. I do want more Orphe lore though. I will stand by that one. I think the people want Orphe lore, and I'm the people. It's my video, I make the rules. I think we are gonna be done for today though, because if my words sounded weird at any time in this video, it's because I had a dentist appointment earlier today for my ongoing mouth and jaw problems, and so my face hurts. I did this entire hour-plus raw footage video with my face hurting, so and like there's one shot, it has everyone, and it's kind of like this, but not. Did I imagine it? I might have imagined it. I need to go to sleep. Y'all, I'm so tired. I have to get up early for day 0 of Tokyo Game Show tomorrow. So there will be more reaction recaps coming soon for Tokyo Game Show, but day 0 is tomorrow, and Capcom, for some reason, decided to do theirs tomorrow, which is annoying. I think there's an indie showcase tomorrow as well, but I found out about it too late to like get it properly in my schedule, and I think it's the same time as the goddamn Capcom thing. So why do we plan things at the same time? See, that's the thing. They, like, since like in the last couple of years, like they do like the big showcase things, and then people will do smaller showcases outside the big showcase, and I am swamped. But I will say this lineup, oh god, I can't find the shot I wanted, so we're gonna have to find another money shot somewhere else. You know, we'll just do this one. That is kind of okay, yeah? I just want everyone on screen, and that's gonna have to work. So, because we talked about everyone. I will say, forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, this year's, and we'll talk about this tomorrow, obviously, but this year's Tokyo Game Show lineup is kind of mid. I'm excited for Capcom tomorrow, but last year was like really good. And this year, kind of mid. Probably gonna do a lot of multitasking, which is kind of why I want to get caught up on this type of stuff. So we can do gacha shenanigans with our reaction recaps. But I did not. I spent an hour talking about Zenless Zone Zero, so not happening. I have some time tomorrow. We'll see, because tomorrow's gonna be very chaotic, because duh. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. I think I'm gonna get ready for bed. I think it's time. That is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching and putting up with whatever this was. I think I'm just slap happy at this point. This entire week is chaotic, and it's you know? I will have everything we took a look at for the most part linked down below. I probably will just baseline link the Twitter. Maybe I'll link the Razer page. I'm not getting paid to link the Razer page, so that's the thing. I am not an affiliate with Razer. I feel like I should say that. Would I shill for Razer if they paid me? Probably, because all my peripherals are Razer, but I am not an affiliate with Razer. It's probably obvious from what I said about the collab, but if you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. Make up your own comment question, because we've been here for too long. I'm not giving you one. If you made it this far though, why? But I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!